Today, we're exploring the beautiful town of Takayama, sometimes referred to as Hida Takayama to differentiate it from other towns with the same name. We came by bus from Shirakawa, but you can get to Takayama directly from Nagoya on the Hida Limited Express train that runs once every hour. The ride is 2 hours and 15 minutes. Our plan today was to check out these 4 locations, starting with the Miyagawa Morning Market, which was 1 kilometer away from where we were staying, or about a 14-minute walk. We walked through the quiet, peaceful early morning streets. Takayama is a small town and has a completely different feel than even a smaller city like Kanazawa, let alone a metropolis like Tokyo. It's definitely worth visiting places like this to experience a different side of Japan than what most tourists normally do.
Some foggy mountains.
We soon crossed the Miya River and arrived at the Miyagawa Morning Market. This market has existed in some form or another for over 200 years. We arrived pretty early, so not everyone was set up and open yet. You can find plenty of snacks as well as crafts, fresh produce, and whatever you need here. On one side are vendors who set up each day, and on the other side are shops. We perused some cool wood crafts, which we're suckers for. Yes, we bought an owl, and of course started getting some snacks. These steamed Hida beef buns were super fresh and smelled great, but they were still setting up and not open yet. We got some mini taiyaki, which are basically waffles with, in this case, custard filling. The crispy exterior and warm soft interior is always great. We also got some takoyaki or octopus balls, even though we'd be going to Osaka later in this trip because, of course we did, more takoyaki is always the right choice. They drew a cute cat on this espresso, and the cup is actually an edible cookie. They also had this no face from Spirited Away on their table. I'm not sure what its function was, but it was pretty cool. I saw a guy grilling what looked like some kind of downtown dogs from LA, but Japanese style, so I tried one. From a distance, I thought it might be some kind of mochi or fish base, but it turns out it was a big rice dog wrapped in bacon. I then spied these rice dumplings that looked similar to Chinese zhongzi. This one had braised pork and they looked really fresh, so I tried one. It was about what I expected, but the braised pork was nice and tender. It was after 8 AM now, so I went back and got a steamed beef bun that I couldn't get earlier because they weren't open yet. The fresh steamy hot bun was pretty satisfying in the cold cloudy morning weather. There was a friendly pudding seller, and since the great pudding we had in Kanazawa, we've been kind of on the hunt for more. It came in a nice little glass jar, and was sweet and creamy, but not quite as good as the Kanazawa.
Not too far, but far.
The pudding was also Pikachu approved. There was a shop selling these toasted squares with a sign saying that they were a popular local item, so I tried one. It was basically a mild toasted marshmallow. I really love all the rivers and bridges in Japan. As I walked back towards the market, people were gathering as one of the yatai floats from last night was being brought out from a storehouse for the Matsuri's daytime festivities. Now in the daytime, we can get a better look at how they actually move and maneuver these huge floats around. the yatai rolled away towards our next destination, so we followed. That destination was the Sakurayama Hachimangu Shrine, which is about a 10-minute walk from the market. We didn't know these daytime festivities were happening, so we changed our plan from exploring the area to kind of just following different yatai performers randomly through the streets. This area close to the shrine is lined with traditional buildings and very scenic. We'd like to return and explore them more in the future, but we are too busy following the yatai. They were all being brought to the street leading to the shrine, where they were lined up for display. Now you can take a closer look and appreciate the intricate details. We passed through a torii gate to the shrine and saw another yatai storage house to the left. Further up, we picked up an information pamphlet on the festival that had more info as well as listing all 11 floats and their names. We made our way up to the shrine, then came back down to the streets where many food and snack vendors had set up like the previous night. We got a beef skewer and grilled squid. The squid was just okay, and the beef was tough and super salty. Honestly, festival stall food is kind of like theme park food. You get it because it's there and there's energy and fun around, but it's overpriced and not the best quality. Other beef skewers we've had, and we'll have later in the trip, were much better. Next up was a place I wanted to visit after seeing it in a YouTube video. The Showa Museum was about a 9-minute walk away. The Showa era ran from 1926 to 1989, corresponding with the rule of Emperor Hirohito. It includes the post-war boom period when Japan experienced rapid development and economic growth to the point where some thought it would overtake the United States as the world's largest economy. Popular Japanese cultural icons like Godzilla and Kamen Rider debuted during this time. It's looked back at fondly by Japanese as a prosperous time. This museum recreates a street from the era, complete with a blue sky ceiling with puffy white clouds. It's packed with memorabilia and everyday items from the era, set up in very accurate and authentic rooms depicting different aspects of Japanese life at the time. There are various shops, a classroom, and a typical family home, painstakingly recreated with amazing details. This ramen shop is a blast from the past. If you know the Abroad in Japan YouTube channel, this is where they shot the first Dr. Jelly commercial. It's how I found out about this place and wanted to visit. After traveling back several decades, it was time to go back much further. Just a short 6-minute walk away is the Sanmachi Suji area. Sanmachi Suji is a preserved historical area with buildings dating back to feudal times. Many people compare it to the famous Gyeon district in Kyoto. These are the places in Japan we really love. The architecture is amazing, and the flowing drainage channels that you pass over to enter stores is so Japanese. It's such a charming culture area, bustling with visitors and many shops, restaurants, and food sellers. We tried some heated beef sushi, which is sold everywhere. I definitely preferred the grilled version though. After taking it in some more, we walked 11 minutes back to our room. I had a beer I got from the konbini while we rested that had a very cool can design. The top pulls off, turning the can into a cup. We went out and had some soba for dinner before returning and calling it a night. In the next video, we'll be traveling to Hiroshima. Hope you'll join us. Bye for now.